The lesson.
Oh, yeah.
The year after, 03, that's when the Hoods have dropped The Calling.
Yep.
Now, Terra Firma dropped after The Calling or before The Calling?
Oh, after I would have
After,
thought,
right?
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
Yep.
So, but up until this point of dropping The Calling, you're quite tied in with the Hoods at this point, I imagine.
Oh, everyone was friends, yeah.
Yeah,
for
like
sure.
you're all like at Crossbred Studios
yeah,
and you're having
yep.
beers or whatever.
Yep.
Now, their album before The Calling was
Left Foot,
Right Foot, which I'm pretty sure dropped in 01, which I guess would be a year after Cultures.
That's my favourite one.
That's
so good.
I think anyone that's like above 35 that's a
Yep.
Hood fan says
Yep.
that one. I'm between that one and The Calling because The Calling was so polished.
Yeah, oh, yeah, it was a different sound.
It's
but
a different...
Left Foot, Right Foot for me is, yeah. I've got it, like, I've got that up in my like top 5.
Yeah, like all time?
Australian
Yeah.
releases, yeah. I've got Trem for the Term of His Natural. That's like, for me, it's streets ahead of everything else.
Yeah.
That's such, like,
It's flawless.
oh, it's incredible.
You can't.
Everything.
Yeah, it's
Everything about it.
literally a masterpiece. Eh?
Is it Revolution on the cart? No, what the fuck, man? I remember getting it and going home and just not moving for like 2 hours. I listened to it twice through. But this is like the best thing ever.
Yeah, I know.
It's so good, man. It's like,
it's incredible.
it's so
That's why
solid.
he is the GOAT.
Yeah,
That's
and
why
it's
he's the man.
100%. And just everything from it, from the skits to the people he selected for the, it's, yeah, great.
Yeah, it's flawless.
Yeah.
It's literally a masterpiece front to back.
Yeah. I've told him that as well.
But yeah, so the one before The Calling was, Left Foot, Right Foot. At that point in time, that was miles ahead of everything else. Soul of the Beat is actually the track that got me into Australian hip hop.
Oh, yeah?
I couldn't believe that these dudes, I was in Flagstaff at the time,
Oh, yeah?
and someone told me this came from Blackwood.
Yeah.
I'm like, get the fuck out of here. It's 15 minutes down the road.
Yeah.
And that's...
Yeah.
That Delta and LC, that's where it kind
Yeah.
of kicked off.
Yeah.
In 02 is when LC dropped Stage is Set.
Yep.
And that fucking blew the roof off shit. Like,
So different sounds as well.
such
So
different
good.
sounds.
And
But
it's-
to me,
yeah.
01 was that,
Yeah.
02 was
both
that.
still equally as like,
Dope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
They're
on different levels. Yeah.
top of their
Yeah,
shit.
Yeah.
And I remember when that came out, because by that point I was familiar with the Hoods.
Yep.
And I thought, yeah, Left Foot, Right Foot was the best Aussie album at that time, easy. And then when LC came out with that, I was like, fuck, no one's really topping this, right? You can't, that J Red fucking custom made and just the whole thing. I was just, even the intros, the shit is proper without the gander and all this. I was like, this
good,
is,
man.
it's unbelievable. And then,
Is that the one with is it Apathy and Self-Titled on it as well?
No, that's
Demigods?
that's on
First-
Turntable Jedis.
Oh, yeah,
I know that
that's-
song.
yeah, that's
that's
good as well.
mad.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's off that one. I could be wrong.
Yeah, you're right.
But then nevertheless, so I remember I was thinking, you can't beat, no one in the country can beat this. This is up there with like the shit in New York.
Yeah.
And then the Hoods dropped The Calling.
Yep.
Now, obviously, like any regular fan, the first time we buy it is the first time we hear it. But you, I'm guessing, might have been previewed to some of the album before it got released.
Not that, yeah. I remember hearing Nosebleed Section.
I was just about to say.
Yeah. But you'd have to ask them, but I'm pretty sure they were going to leave it off.
I was about to ask everyone this, and the story goes is that
sure
they were going to leave it off.
Yeah.
And I think it was just like Pressure had a solo. Nosebleed is a Suffer solo,
Right.
which no one ever really remembers.
Yeah,
Like it's
yeah.
actually, I don't think there's a Pressure verse on there.
Yeah.
So something about it was to like balance it out, and then also, and it makes sense that song at that time sounded a bit too.
If it wasn't that track that kicked them off,
Something else would
something
have.
else would have. You know what I mean? It really was like a tinderbox ready to go through.
Yeah,
the roof,
yeah.
you
It's
know?
just a matter of time.
Yeah, yeah.
Excuse
Pardon
the pun.
yeah. But yeah, I mean, and fuck, man.
But yeah, so they were going to leave that off. They put that on, and then that's the one that the Jays picked up, and pretty much the whole fucking landscape changed from that point. And yeah, I remember a couple people saying that Suffer felt like it was a bit too poppy.
Yep.
You know, because you think 2003, like, you know, it was still pretty hard. sound.
He's glad he put it on there now, though, huh? You know? No regrets.
Yeah, man. If you're looking at his bank account
on him,
going,
man.
good
Fantastic.
one.
Incredible.
But yeah, so that's been 03. So you might have heard that song, but I'm guessing, you didn't hear anything else of.
Oh, not that I can remember. It's a long time ago. Yeah, probably did, but.
But were you at the launch at the Planet?
Yes.
Now that was the first Aussie gig I ever went to, and I just remember just thinking, what the fuck, man? Like
crazy.
it was on some other shit. It just the vibe, just the number of people. And I hadn't been to many gigs yet, but they were all American, mostly DJ Craze and stuff like that. And they were dope.
Yeah.
But this was just, it was just different. I was just like, fucking hell.
It kind of showed that it can happen.
Yeah.
This is dudes from Blackwood.
And I just remember looking at, I didn't know
great.
anyone back then in the scene, but I just remember looking at dudes on stage in the background, and everyone just had this look of just like, no one could really believe what the fuck was going
Simo
on.
in a fight that night?
Probably.
Yeah. It's around that period. So a show in the mid-90s.
But like, so you were there at that Calling album launch, and I'm going to assume once
I've still got the stamp on my hand.
you would have seen that, and you would have also been like, this is it.
Great.
Like these dudes are off to the fucking
off and racing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always just been great, you know, like
just watching it progress, and then
incredible, you know.
I know, just from like in Aberfoyle in some studio or whatever to
great.
Yeah,
you know?
it's pretty crazy.
It is. It's nuts.
It's like an actual movie type fucking story. Because now they're doing. Because I've been told that the launch for the first one, like Back Once Again or whatnot, dudes told me they were there. There was like 20 other people there.
Yeah, so I DJ'd it. Back Once Again launch, and also Matter of Time launch.
So Back Once Again was the first one. Matter of Time was the second one.
And I'm pretty sure Back Once Again was at Line Arts. Yeah, and Matter of Time was at Proscenium.
See, and how were the numbers at those gigs from memory?
From what I remember, it was good. Like both shows were good.
Right?
Yeah, they had the first one was like a Trey and a female collective, Women Mindspeak or something they're called. They performed, and Hooded Puppets. It's like a live band.
I've been, Madcap told me about that. I didn't know about that.
Yeah. So all that was happening, and I remember it as being two good shows. I think it was one of my first ever proper gigs, man. Like that first, and that was when I was living with Debris and PJ, and PJ put on the show.
And now they're doing 10,000 person arenas. Fucking hell.
You know?
The lesson. Oh, yeah.